when you could be in the moment and something amazing could be going on. You know how they say,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to ruin the moment. We're trying to get it on film. Like
Mm-hmm.
how do you still embrace and be in a moment and still find a way to, all right, well, we still gotta get this content going. Still gotta find a way to get.
Well, it can be taxing at times because again, like there's so many personal distractions, impersonal distractions that go on with all of us. I like recently I've been doing a lot of research and studying on like I've been back on my law of attraction studies, right? And I see that one of the main reasons why people like in this moment, these years we're living in right now, there's not a lot of industries that are popping up. There are not a lot of people that are bringing forth anything new and creative so much because there's so many distractions going on. Just think about it. Like if something is pulling me away from the inner faculties of myself, and I'm not spending time with myself and going over my own ideas and my visions of things that I want to bring forth, it's just more time being spent wasting away from yourself. It's like you're pulling yourself away from yourself constantly being on Instagram, being on Facebook, being on YouTube. And we're getting all these other people's philosophies without creating our own philosophy. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason someone like, rest in peace, of Kevin Samuels was such a profound person before he passed away is because he spoke his truth. What he felt was true for him. He spoke his philosophy. That don't necessarily mean it's your philosophy because he spoke that so-called truth. But everything is relative because the law of attraction, the last line of the law of polarity, the law of polarity states that all truths are but half truths. Even sometimes when Kevin Samuels would say things towards certain women, like, oh, you don't have a man because you fat or because you got 3 kids by 2 different baby daddies. And that can be her philosophy if she believes it. Now, the only problem with that is it her philosophy? And will she believe that? If she starts believing that, that will further pull her away from whatever was to come to her. See, because it's about your thoughts. It's what you believe about yourself to make it true. And because Kevin Samuel had his philosophy and all these people have their philosophy, all these, dating coaches and alpha male people talking this and talking that, what's happening is people are being pulled away from their true nature. And your true nature is found out from sitting still, being quiet in meditation. Because, we don't have to have the same philosophy in our relationships in order for us to have a successful relationship. Some men's women make way more money than them. And some men can't stand it. See, everybody has a different approach to how they look at things. Some people feel inferior to someone that is taller than them. Some women are with shorter men. It's like all this stuff and all these different distractions and ideas of how you should be thinking and how you should feel. And don't even talk about the religious stuff. Don't talk about the metaphysical stuff. Nah, brother, you shouldn't be thinking like that because it's non-cipher. Because if you don't do, all this shit, and it's just distractions. Because we're all individual pieces of the Most High. We're all individual pieces of the same source energy. And we see this with light bulbs. You screw one light bulb, the light bulb goes dead, you screw another one in, it's the same source of energy. The same source of energy I'm using to make it come on is the same source of energy you really using over there, and you on the East Coast. It's electricity. And so it's just all these different philosophies and all these distractions have pulled you away from your true self and your true nature. And it stops people from really expressing themselves authentically. Authenticity is how you reach people. And that's why our videos did well, because the questions I asked Dan came from a real place, and the answers he gave even more came from a real place. And so for all the podcasters out there, anybody listening and anyone that's going into entertainment, not even podcasting, on any level, authenticity, how you feel, whatever your philosophy is, and you express it and you give it to people, there's going to be other people that will fool with you based on your authenticity. And look at Prince. Look at Prince. Everybody that like Prince don't look like Prince. I didn't wear my ass out in no jeans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that like Michael Jackson didn't say he. Like everybody has a different. Like it's authenticity.
They all said he. Everybody.
Yeah. Hey, it's all about authenticity. Nigga grabbed his dick. Prince didn't grab his dick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody got their little. And so it's like you embrace that and you come forth with whatever it is. Yeah, you're gonna win. because people like to hear other people's philosophies. There's nothing wrong with that. But the only problem is that if you don't fully sit with yourself and get your philosophy down pat and understand who you are as a person, it can get confusing hearing all this information and seeing all these memes and different things. And it pulls you away from yourself. And so if it pulls you away from yourself, it pulls you away from the creative faculties of yourself. And here you go, you're distracted. And now you're not making time to do things other than to hear someone else's philosophy.
Right.
You're not taking time but to go use someone else's something they create, or listen to someone else's creativity, their music, because you're pulled away. You're pulling all these different directions. That's all.